Hey guys, I'm Tiffany, and if you're new, welcome. I do free tarot Fridays so that every sign in the zodiac can get a chance for a reading. So I know I'm doing it at a different time this week, so some of you guys might catch the replay later. Normally I do it at noon Central Time, but I am in a workshop today, and so I wanted to get this to you a little early. So I'm just clearing the deck and sinking in and just asking for some clear practical advice for our Aries, for what our Aries need to hear. Hi guys, good morning. Okay, clearing for Aries for the weekend. All right, we got a page of coins. Let's see what else, and some strength. All right, so Aries, like this pages are always about messages, right? Messages, messengers. This could be in the form of a text message or an aha moment, an idea. The astrology is really ripe for getting aha moments this weekend. But this is a new way of thinking, a new idea around money, around your finances. If you're like, no, my finances are fine, you can go a level deeper and be like, okay, this is about my security and how I'm feeling, where I'm getting like my sense of security from. And so those are some, surface level and deeper level stuff that you can play with. You've got the strength card, which means you're tapping into your inner reserves. You're tapping into the place where you find your own inner strength. So, sorry, this card. So, if you're, what do you need to do that to take care of yourself spiritually? Is that yoga and meditation? Is that walking outside? So, taking care of yourself and then like self care, and then also just having a new way of behaving around your finances and what makes you feel secure. Kristen, thank you for listening to my podcast. Appreciate it. Okay, clearing for Taurus. What do our Taurus friends need to know for the weekend? Some general advice, some quick guidance that just helps them focus in on what's really important. For any Taurus that are watching, clear for Taurus. Okay. They get a King of Swords. All right, so Taurus, you're called, and then the Hierophant. Okay, so this is a card that we've been talking about in the metaphysical group, in the metaphysical learning group that's part of Wise Skies. So if you're wanting to develop your skills or learn tarot or astrology, also mediumship and psychic development, we have a little separate group for that through Wise Skies, and we posted about this card recently, right? And so it does mean different things to different people. For me, it's about what you're committed to. Usually it indicates marriage, but it can also be your spiritual commitments, your spiritual disciplines. All right, so Taurus, tapping into your spiritual disciplines or anything to do with love and marriage where you need to have a new attitude and a new routine. Okay. Grand Risings, I like that. I've never heard that one before. Clearing for Gemini. Just get some love for our Geminis out there. What do our Geminis need to hear for the weekend? Some fun advice or guidance that they can enjoy. You know, with tarot readings, it's take what you want and leave the rest, right? You're so welcome. All right, clearing for Gemini. Oh, the Queen of Coins and the Two of Swords. Okay, so let's get a little bit more information. So Gemini, it's like maybe you've got some money in the bank and you're feeling like being generous. You do have a decision that needs to be made here around money, and it's kind of perplexing you. So it's like you are stable, so don't give so much that you make yourself unstable. But it is good for you to be in a spirit of generosity over the weekend, whether it's with your time, your finances, your advice, or if you're needing to be generous with yourself for some more time to refresh. Okay. Let's clear for Cancer. Clearing for Cancer. All right, that one fell out. So sometimes you're a prisoner of your own making, Cancer, right? We all get there. We all do that. But this means that you're kind of in your own way about something right now. You're just kind of slow in your own roll, really. So what do our Cancer friends need to hear for the weekend? Star. Okay. So really, it's like you're holding yourself back here. You've been bored, or you get bored easily, or there's something going on here where it's just like you've been kind of in a funk, but you're ready to shine. All right, so it's time to shine your light, and remember how unique you are. Just like a snowflake, just like a ray of beam from the sun hits light differently. You know, this is time for you to be a lighthouse. And so you're shifting from this place of getting your, because you know, when you're in your own way, that's just ego slowing you down from being of service, right? So you're done with that, and you don't have to be the star in order to be the star of the show and to shine uh, for the purpose of you feeling good. It's like you've just been in your own way, and it's prevented you from being in service. So now you're ready to kind of step into that service oriented role in a way that's balanced and healthy for you. Okay. Whoa, so many comments just came in. Hi, everybody. Okay, and so after California, after Cancer, thanks, comes Leo. Let's get a reading for Leo. What do our Leos need to hear this weekend? Some practical advice or guidance for them. Okay. All right, Leo. All right, you're worried about the timing, but it's happening quickly. Okay, so what is that about? It's like you are ready to go and you feel held back or delayed or slowed down. You know, you've got like, remember that Aries, I mean, Mars is in Aries, so you've got this energy in your fire sign and you're ready to do stuff. And maybe not everybody else is ready to, but it's okay. You're moving forward. It's happening quickly. Don't fret. You're going to get everything done you want to get done this weekend. You're going to be able to plant seeds. You're going to be able to have good work-life balance. It's all happening. Okay. And so after Leo comes Virgo. So now we're doing our readings for the Virgo. Clearing for Virgo. What do our Virgos need to hear? I'm going to do that one more time. Let's get a good shuffle in. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Kiri and Frank. Thank you, guys, and Kristen. Awesome. Okay. Kristen, you're talking about spiritual rituals. You know, we have a full moon on Monday, and I've got the rituals that we do posted up on the Lunations page, on the Lunations post at wiseguysadvice.com. So if you need some ritual ideas, then there's some there just for fun. Make them your own. All right, Virgo. Virgo, this is like analysis paralysis, okay? We got the Seven of Cups reversed. So this way would be like, wow, we got lots of options. There's lots of things we can do with this. You know, it's all good. But here, upside down, it just feels like there's so many options. You can kind of be afraid of making the wrong choice in some ways. And so that can slow you down some. But here we got the King of Wands. So it's like you actually are the president. You actually are in charge. And so it's like, let's take charge and don't be in indecision anymore. Like, go ahead, make some decisions, move forward. If you have to change things later, that's okay, because we're never done. You know, we always have opportunities to make new decisions. So I say go forward, Virgos. It's really something that's bothering you. I'm sorry about that. But it is time to be in action. It's not time to kick tires or think or dwell or sleep on it. It's just time to go ahead and rip the band-aid off, basically. All right, guys, and then after Virgo comes Libra. Let's clear the deck for Libra. Also a Page of Wands, so lots of people needing to be in action, but your action has to do with money. So maybe you're changing something up. Maybe you are making a new offering online, or maybe you're raising your prices, or maybe you're putting something on sale. Maybe you are interacting with money in a different way. Maybe you're opening a new bank account. Like, there's lots of ways that you could play with that energy, but it's time to be in action. You know, maybe you need to write a new budget. Maybe you need to change your like savings around, you know what I mean? Like, change the percentage around. So there's lots of ideas to play with that energy, Libra. Hi, Diane. Okay, and after Libra comes Scorpio. home sign here, home planet. All right. Clearing for Scorpio. We get a Seven of Wands here and a Hermit. I'm very much relating to that energy and the Empress. So the Seven of Wands, this is where it's like you feel like you're doing it all on your own, where you feel like it's not you against the world, but you're like, can I get a little help here, right? And then here's the Hermit, so it's like you're kind of in this double standard mode where you're feeling alone and you're upset about it, but you also want alone time and needing to be alone. So, you know, just be careful, make sure you're not being wishy-washy about that. Delegate and ask for help when needed, but also make sure you've got some time to fill your cup this weekend, which I really don't. So I'm facing the weekend wishing I could have that. Also, Scorpio, we get the Empress card, which is, you know, whatever project you're working on, consider it in an incubation period. Consider it having 9 months to go. This is also a card of fertility, so if anybody's wanting to be pregnant or have new babies around, then this is a good omen for you. Hi, Rissa. And then who's after Scorpio? Sag. So what do our Sagittarius need to hear? Some information for our Sag. What do practical advice or guidance could they use this weekend? Okay. For Sag, Six of Coins. And the Sun. That's good. And the Knight of Swords. So basically the Six of Coins is about being generous. All right. And so we've got this a couple of times. This is a card of generosity. So being generous with your time, with your money, with your heart, with your prayers, with whatever. This is a card of being generous. It can also be a card of nostalgia. All right. So if some of you are doing projects like family scrapbooks or photo albums or just memories, like that can be a sweet way to spend your weekend. The Sun is about standing in your own light, you know, but here we get the Knight of Swords, which you can see he's coming in hot. So I would say be careful, Sagittarius, that you don't act too brashly or just be careful with the way that you communicate, right? The Knight of Swords, because you're trying to be heard, you want to be seen and heard, but you're just coming in an energy where other people can't maybe relate. Okay, so being careful about that, and then also just having fun with some nostalgia or being able to be generous with your loved ones. Hi, Deanna, and hi, Frock. I'm on Capricorn now, clearing the deck for Capricorn. Moving kind of swiftly because I have a workshop today that I'm a student in, and it is really cool. It's a career highlight for me so far. It's a workshop with Tony Stockwell, who I consider to be one of the best living British mediums. And it's just a class of 40, and so it's really good, and it starts soon. So I'm going a little faster than I normally do. It's not because I don't love you. All right, after we had, who did we just say? We did Sag, so Capricorn. So Capricorn, like here's another one where you're like, this is similar to our Cancer reading, where you're just kind of getting in your own way and you're holding yourself back. Maybe there's some stumbling blocks, maybe you're bored, maybe you're sick of the same old argument, right? That fight not worth having because nobody wins, coupled with the card of like forgetting your gratitude in some ways. But here you've got the Magician, so you know you are the one that's able to turn lead into gold. You're able to change and shapeshift this situation. This whole weekend forecast is about shapeshifting, so I invite you to check out the forecast at Wise Skies Advice, or just even following the Facebook posts or Instagram, because it gives you some good advice specifically for this setup, Capricorn. Okay, so it's time to change the mojo. It starts with you. It's an inside job. And as above, so below. As you think, so is your world coming to you, right? Okay. So after Capricorn is Aquarius. Hi, Pamela. Thank you so much for the gratitude. And Jill and Tina and Barbie. What's up? And Magda. Hi, guys. Awesome. I'm glad the family's here. Yeah, it is really beautiful here today. We have like total cloud cover. I'm so relieved because it's been really hot. The gardens are enjoying it. All right, we're clearing for Aquarius. What do our Aquarius friends need to hear for the weekend? Just some fun advice, something practical they can use, take to heart. For Aquarius, we've got the Four of Coins, okay? So this is being a little stingy, being a little too tight with our money or our ideas or our time. This can come from a place of fear. So here's the Temperance card. And so where am I? I'm at Aquarius. I'm looking at your things and it's throwing me off. So we go Aries all the way through Pisces. So if you missed it, you can just watch the replay. No big deal. But we are already at Aquarius, and this is when we've been a little bit like penny pinching. We've been on a budget. It's felt constrictive. This could have to do with your diet too. If you've been on a constricted diet, maybe you're cleansing, something like that. Because here we've got the Temperance card, and so that's why I'm mentioning diet, because this is about reeling it in, and this is like reeling it into the extreme. So there may be like you're doing an elimination diet, maybe you've had an allergic reaction, maybe you've had too much to drink, maybe you've overthought something, or maybe you have tweaked your budget so hard that you can't enjoy life, you know what I mean? So this is a call to reset and to reduce, to simplify, to be more minimalistic. Hi Emily and Lisa and Danielle. We've made it all the way to Pisces. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm doing it early just because of that workshop I'm participating in. Normally we do it at noon. We're a little early today. Same amount of attendance though, so good to know, right? Clearing for Pisces. That one fell out. Let's get some better news for our Pisces friends. Okay, so the card that fell out that I made grumpy face about was the Seven of Swords, and then here we've got the Five of Swords. And so it just feels like everybody's got their defenses on, maybe, in your world. And so this one, Seven of Swords, I tell you guys to be really careful, like in terms of protecting your finances, maybe updating your passwords. This is a thief in the deck, and it's usually pretty accurate. So just being careful. It could be as simple as maybe you're stealing somebody's time and you're just like talking their ear off and they're like, I gotta go, and you keep talking. It could be like that. It's usually a little bit more specific to things that are gonna kind of hit at home, you know. But then here's this Five of Swords. So we've got all of these swords, and we've got this Eight of Wands, which is the card of speed, and this Knight of Cups. So it's like there is a solution available here. There's a loving solution available here. But you guys, it's like somebody's being nitpicky, or there's just really this frustrating energy of coming in. Well, don't worry, it's going to release quickly through love, you know. So if you're having these arguments or these like battles to pick, just you know, choose your battles. Everybody's fighting a battle that we don't know anything about, and so more compassion, more love, more kindness is necessary, and that's what you have coming in. So you too have the ability to change all of that by basically not fighting, by just not responding, by not being in defensive mode. Okay, so that's your challenge for the weekend, Pisces. Let's get an overall reading for everybody watching that blesses us. Just some general advice that we can all take with us into the weekend. Okay. Three of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Sun. Okay, so this is the one, and yet you yearn, and still you yearn. You're wanting to go on a vacation. You're wanting to get out. Maybe your little cabin. What's the word? Like you hate being stuck at your cabin. What's the word? Cabin fever. All right, thank you. So maybe you've got a little cabin fever going on this weekend, but you've got this Four of Swords is really about taking rest. So relaxing and not kind of overdoing it. If you need to go somewhere in order to relax, that might be another way to interpret that, and just really take time to enjoy yourself and refill your cup and acknowledge the hard work you've done, you know. So this is a weekend for restoration by all means. Okay, so guys, thank you for your patience in letting me do this early today. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I really appreciate your virtual tips. It makes it significant to me, so I'll put the link in there for if you want to Venmo or PayPal a few dollars or more. I've had some really generous folks lately, so I very much appreciate it. And until we can work together again, namaste.